What's going on, y'all? We are back for another GG and Friends. Guys, I am so very excited for this one because we got quite a few Marvel things to talk about, some upcoming movies, guys. I am so excited. We got some people jumping in the chat. What's going on? Luke Ponto, Zach Goler, and we also got Real James. What's going on, guys? All right, y'all. Who's ready for Black Widow? We're going to have a little bit of early discussion, but I promise y'all we won't get too much into spoilers because we know some people have been spoiling a little bit, and apparently some people over at THR have been a little bit leaky, spoily, but we won't get that too far into it, guys. But first up, bringing in my usual co-host, Christian. What up, bro?
What's going on, everyone?
It's time. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, baby. We here to talk some Marvel, some MCU, some latest news. Man, you just watched that Harder They Fall trailer. What'd you think, bro?
I'm all for it. I'm a huge sucker when it comes to period pieces, and especially when it comes to westerns. I'm all for it. I'm pretty hyped. I need it injected into my veins right now.
And everybody shows up for this movie, man. Zazie Beetz, Idris Elba,
Regina
Lakeith Stanfield, Regina King. We got everybody coming out, bro. So I am so fucking hyped for that movie, dude. It's gonna be awesome. But we also got a returning guest. I'm so glad to have him back on. That is Loretto from the Suit Up Geeks. What up, Lo? Uh-oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Hey.
Welcome back, bro. Welcome back.
Always a pleasure, guys. What's up, Christian? What's up, Leo? Thanks for having me. Always a great time, man. I can't wait.
Wait, hold on. I got to address something that I just noticed. I didn't even notice before stream. Is that a Yoda hat on a gauntlet down there?
Yeah, man. So awesome. Me and Dives have the exact same hat.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Thank you, Disneyland.
Hell yeah. Get the dope ears and everything.
There you go.
Dope.
Hot as hell, though. It's like a beanie.
Oof. Yeah, but what's the weather looking like out there today? It's pretty hot, ain't it?
It's a little warm, but I do film in a garage, so then it's times 10. So if I'm sweating, sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
Hot, baby. No, it ain't the weather. It's just you, Loretto, looking good down there. We see you. That Goonies t-shirt. Look at this guy. All right, we got a very special guest for the first time, guys. I got Ricky from over at the Music City Drive-In podcast and website. Be sure to go visit them over at musiccitydrivein.com. And he's pretty excited to talk some Black Widow tonight, so I'm excited to chat with him. What's up, Ricky?
What's going on, guys? I am excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to talk about how much I loved Black Widow and just how much I really hated F9. So thank you for having me here.
Oh man, we go hear some takes. That's for sure.
Oh my!
I can't wait to talk.
I feel like
about
I'm in the Twilight Zone. What is going on here?
Wait, what?
No, it's like the op. Never mind. We'll get into it.
I hear you. It's like woo, Black Mirror episode all over again. Which, by the way, are they coming out with it? Do y'all know if they're coming out with any more Black Mirror?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Man, I could use a little Black Mirror.
I haven't seen a single episode of it, so we're good.
I know of it. I just haven't seen it.
I haven't. Christian, I haven't seen it either. So.
Oh my gosh, highly recommend.
Oh, somebody in the chat said it sucks, so I don't know. Who do I believe?
Damn, Zach.
Oh man, that Goler, bro, with the hot takes, man. Hot takes.
I love it.
Hotter than hot cakes, bro. All right, guys. So we are starting to show off with 1 to 10, which is our usual. We've got trailers that have come out recently, and whenever I put the banner up, just give us a 1 to 10 in the chat. How you feeling in terms of anticipating this movie? We are going to start out with Halloween Kills, the latest in the Michael Myers entire franchise. But I'm gonna go to you first, Christian, since you just watched it. How you feeling about Halloween Kills?
I actually watched the Harder They Fall trailer instead.
All right, I'm gonna go to Loretto, somebody who knows Halloween Kills.
I'm not a Halloween fan. I'm not a fan of the franchise. I'll definitely check out the trailer, but
at all?
Not really. I mean, I just don't really care for slashers all that much. But yeah.
That hurts. That one hurts.
I'm
Keep him,
sorry.
keep him up at night. You know what I mean? He's got to leave the night light on and everything.
Hey, I watched The Conjuring 3 and slept fine.
Well, The Conjuring 3.
Everybody slept through The Conjuring 3.
That's true.
That first Conjuring. Whew.
And Fast 9.
That's the truth. Because if I see that again, I'm going right back to sleep, bro. Like,
Perfect remedy.
Me
But
too, guys. Me too.
low 1 to 10. How you feeling, bro? Halloween Kills?
Hey man, so I'm a little bit of a horror nut, active member of the hashtag horror fam, and I'm hyped, yo. I was actually late to the 2018 Halloween party, but I really appreciate what David Gordon Green has brought to the screen. He obviously has a passion for Carpenter's original vision, and I thought it was a really interesting choice to ignore everything except for the first film and start fresh. But I think for what he's trying to do, it's exciting. Jamie Lee Curtis is badass, like straight up, like slasher girl Laurie times 10 on steroids with the shotguns and the paranoid, like, oh, I gotta get Michael kind of attitude. And I'm excited. The trailer was brutal, just wrecking shop. So I think we're in for some really interesting kills and a whole lot of carnage. So
Yeah, man. It's nice to finally see the town getting involved. Because it's like, okay, this guy's been a menace for years in your community. Finally, people aren't just sitting around letting him hunt down people to his leisure. Like,
hey, that's an interesting twist, and I think that's gonna really crank up the excitement. So I actually forgot to give a number. I'm at a 9.5 right now.
Oh shit. Okay, would you say that's like one of your top 5 most anticipated?
Oh no, it doesn't crack my top 5, but I'm a big Michael Myers fan, so I will definitely be there like premiere night with my popcorn. I'm ready to go.
You like Last Night in Soho, huh? Is that in your top 5?
That's in my top 5.
Yeah, virtual high five, bro. I'm so excited for that. But Ricky, man, how you sitting at 1 to 10? What you thinking?
So I just wanted to comment on below. So you said even though his friend tells the trailer gives too much away, Bloom, what is it? Is it Bloom? Michael Bloom?
Blumhouse.
So he over there does not care about that. He doesn't. He wants people to show up to see the movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's his motto. He doesn't care how much they show in the trailers. They just want people to show up and see the movie. And with this trailer, they did a fantastic job of that. I mean, it is fantastic. I love the resurgence of Jamie Lee Curtis in this film because last film, she kind of showed how much of a badass she really is. And this film, it looks like it's only going to progress to be even more. And I love the trailer. I thought it was gory. It was intense. Everything that you want from a trailer, this really gave it to you. And I mean, I just watched it for the first time, 30 minutes ago because it was on the show sheet and I was told to do that. You know what I mean? But I really did love it. I mean, I gave it like a solid 8.5. It's not in my top 5 for most anticipated, but it's only because there's about 150 movies coming out in the next 6 months. So it's, you know what I mean? There really is.
That's exactly why it's not in my top 5.
Right? You know what I mean?
So many movies coming.
Yeah.
I know, dude.
Amazing trailer, though.
Yeah, it just looks gory. It looks like it's going to just go all the way. And it kind of looks like Michael Myers is going to have maybe his highest body count here.
Yeah,
and I do love that Danny McBride is attached to the writing team. Like, that just makes me happy. Like, Danny McBride being a part of the writing team for these movies is just, it's amazing.
Is David Gordon Green back for this?
Yes.
Oh, my God, yes.
Hey, guys, real quick, how chilling is it when she goes, "Let it burn"?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. Like, just feel the passion,
And there was like a part of the trailer where I think they had hinted to him every kill he gets, it's like he gets either more powerful or closer to hell or something like that.
I actually don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, that to me feels a little over the top.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like
hidden it around. Yeah, exactly. They kind of hidden it around that
right.
He's not human, which I really hope that maybe they just hint to that and just kind of stay completely away from it because I don't want Michael Myers to be an alien or not an alien, but you know what I mean? Something not human is not what I want, Yeah,
like I like that nuance of him just always disappearing, like, oh, he always gets away. Like, I love that, and that it's not actually so like told to us. It's kind of just left up to our imagination. Like, how can this guy get away all the time? And you look back and the blank spot where he was at is just gone. It's abandoned. But like them saying that this time, I was like, okay, So is he getting more dead? Like, is he getting closer to hell? I don't know if I was jiving with that. But
I better not see the Curse of Thorn because I've had enough with that.
well, apparently there's gonna be some Season of the Witch references. Didn't they have the masks from that one?
I think that's purely homage, but I don't think they're gonna include none of that black guy, the guy in the black trench coat theory and all that. Like,
please no, please
I hope not.
Please no. Welcome in Andrew H and Perp. What's going on, guys? We are currently moving on from Halloween Kills to our next 1 to 10, Shang-Chi, baby. Woo, man, this looks like it's gonna be so good. Now, Lo, you say you haven't watched the trailer, right? Okay, so we won't. I get well. You know about.
I know more or less what happens. Y'all can talk about it. I'm already mad about that.
Yeah, you know about the duke out that happens in the trailer, right? Like who's battling. Okay. Because it is so good. But Kristen,
thank you, social media.
Start us off, man. 1 to 10. How you feeling?
I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Let's go. Honestly, I'm very, very excited for this. I've been looking for something to like I've been looking for like a good kind of like kung fu type movie. I haven't seen Cobra Kai yet. I know Leo has been begging me to watch it, and it's on my watch list. I promise you. It's just I've been so busy, but I'm very excited for it. Like it kind of gives me just a little bit of like the Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes in certain scenes, but it's coming in September, right? Yeah, so I'm just gearing up. You know, like the MCU is back in full swing, and I'm just ready to see these new Phase 4 movies to see what new heroes are gonna throw into the mix. We've been seeing a lot of our beloved heroes from these past few phases, but it's time to bring in some new faces.
I agree, and it seems like it's going to be pretty self-contained. Like, obviously Wong and Abomination are one thing, but it seems to me like maybe aside from that, there's not going to be too much threading of the needle like Marvel does.
I'm cool with that, man.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know, but there's like one shot in the trailer where they're trying to battle over the rings, and they're like pulling them away from each other. I'm like, Agni Kai, baby, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Straight up looks like that animation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lo, how you feeling? 1 to 10, man.
I haven't even seen this trailer you guys are talking about, and it's a 10, baby. It's a 10. So the second this was announced, like this was just a title card for me, Shang-Chi. But when I saw the cast, Michelle Yeoh, Tony Leung, I was like, oh, this is incredible because these guys are icons in Chinese cinema. I love martial arts epics. Tony Leung, he stole my heart in Hero with Jet Li and Donnie Yen, and that's one of my favorite martial arts films of all time. So he's a tremendous actor, and just knowing he was in this, I knew that we were in for a treat. And Simu Liu himself, he got yoked. He's acrobatic. He can do the flips and the kicks, and he looks like he is just like dialed into the part. His dedication to the part is immense. And also, I saw some clips from the teaser. I think it's set in San Francisco a little bit. Like some of the set pieces are in San Francisco, so I wouldn't mind a Jimmy Woo cameo or something of the sort.
Yes.
There's a lot of possibilities because he was in San Francisco last time we saw him on film. So
yeah.
And they work together a lot in the comics, so it wouldn't be like outside of Marvel to just bring him in and maybe they bump into each other. Yeah, man. Oh, yes. You're talking the good stuff, bro. All right, Ricky, how you feeling, man? Out of 10? Shang-Chi?
I to be honest with you, I just watched this a little bit ago. The cinematography in the trailer is breathtaking. Like it literally just is gorgeous. The color palette chosen. I think these origin stories of these characters is the most pivotal part of this next phase of Marvel because you have to sell these people they're hardcore Captain America, hardcore Iron Man people. Like they're hardcore people. Like, they have to sell them. And this trailer did a fantastic job of it. I thought some of the fight sequences, especially the ring pull thing, was everything that we kind of wanted from Mortal Kombat that we didn't get from Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Like it was abysmal fight sequences. Awkwafina being in it is amazing. I love her. She's amazing. I can't wait to see her in more. I wanted to see her in about 1,000 things more since obviously the farewell, but the trailer is amazing. I give it a solid 8.5. You know what I mean? Like I'm stoked. I'm ready for it. And for a guy that doesn't know a lot about the story of these characters, it sold me. And that's all. That's at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, and the MCU is just so good at telling these origin stories and really pulling you into these characters and just having you attached throughout all these movies. But you're so right in that it's pivotal in this next phase to really introduce, because that's what they did so well in phase 1. You know, got us Captain America, gave us Iron Man 1 and 2, Incredible Hulk, but like they still like introduced us to these characters that are pretty like not really well known before the MCU. Like
they made me care about Ant-Man. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a comic book guy at all. You know what I mean? So I didn't read but so for me, like I liked Ant-Man and I cared about his character, which should we care about Ant-Man? Probably not, but I did. You know what I mean? Like they do a great job of, and that's why when they come out with something, I whether the trailer's bad, good, or indifferent, I'll give it a chance because of their history.
They have such a good track record of establishing characters so well.
Yeah.
And I think, especially from the footage that came out in December, Simu Liu seems to be doing a lot of the stunt work himself. So that'll also lend to a more personable aspect of it. They won't have to do so much cutting to where it's like, oh yeah, get the guys back, you know, frame him so he looks like Simu. I'm really excited for the hand-to-hand combat in this. I seen a comment from Tyler Calvert. I know you joking with that. With Iron Fist, because whoo.
No, Tyler, absolutely not. No more Solaris Tyrell will be in. No, we're not doing that. No.
You know what I appreciate too is that in the teaser I saw the setting, like the forest setting, and I appreciate that they're kind of homaging like classic like Chinese cinema as well with some of like the sword fights and all that. So
yeah, it just seems to be a really cool homage to Asian culture too. A lot in the trailer with things like that, and just man, the cinematography looks incredible. It's just it looks really good, and Marvel, like you were saying, Ricky, has a great track record. I don't think I have no concerns, to be honest. Like I'm walking in, guys, at a 9 out of 10.
Ears. Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot, exactly like you said. This is what Mortal Kombat should have been.
If we would have gotten like the actual tournament, it would have been cool. Like I like the fatalities, but it could have told a better story. But they needed to like make a new character for like, you know, non-Mortal Kombat people.
Cole Young was whack.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Plot armor.
His ability was literally plot armor.
Plot armor. That's all it was.
Okay, walking in the movie, I'm thinking, okay, they're establishing this lore of, everybody unlocks their abilities, whatever. I thought he would get a scorpion ability. I thought Goro was going to like kill him and then he would raise back from the dead as the new scorpion. Nope.
That probably would have played off a lot better, Leo. They should have hired you for the writing team.
Hey,
they could have hired anyone from the writing.
I mean, for real, because that was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool to include like an audience perspective character, but like, man, just execute it a little better, or just make it Liu Kang. Like the amount of characters they have in Mortal Kombat, y'all couldn't have chose from who you got.
Hey man, we're going to Hollywood next. Got to get that Johnny.
I don't know. I thought one more
for the actual tournament
that they didn't earn. Right. A lot of movies will do that. Like, oh, there's a sequel coming, but it's like, do we want it? Because this movie sucked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, I enjoyed it for what it was, but like, I probably wouldn't go back and watch it or buy it on Blu-ray.
Tyler, I would love this battle. An Iron Fist versus Shang-Chi fight would be tight.
It would be awesome.
It's not Sir Loris or whatever his name is. The dude that plays Danny Rand. If they replaced him and brought in a guy who was like a professional martial artist and went all the way, like hit the reset button on it, absolutely. But if they're not going to go that route, then no.
No.
Finn Jones, that was his name. No, please, no. All right, guys, let's get to our next 1 to 10. Netflix is dropping some heat, y'all. Like some heat. And they just got done dropping the Fear Street is coming up. They got so many cool things. Shadow and Bone dropped this year. They've got some really good heat.
Season 2 coming up. Shadow and Bone.
Shout out. But this one looks to just be amazing. I think it might have landed on one of my most anticipated movies of the year. The Harder They Fall. And wow, what a stacked up cast. Regina King, Lakeith Stanfield, Idris Elba, Jonathan Majors. Whew, it's just one after another. Ricky, where you sitting, man? 1 to 10.
So when I watched the trailer, again, another one I only watched a little bit ago, so it's fresh on my mind. But the first thing I wanted to do was look up who this guy is that directed this movie and who wrote it. So this guy has only ever written one film, and it was called The Day by Dawn, which was
They Die by Dawn.
They Die by Dawn, right? So it was a Western. It was only like 50 minutes or so, but Rosario Dawson, Michael Kenneth Williams, Kelly Hu, Giancarlo Esposito was in it. But it wasn't really warm receptive. This is his first full-length feature. The only other thing he ever did was Jay-Z short Legacy. This guy, which kind of blew my mind because then you attach it to Netflix and all these characters, and it looks amazing. Okay, Regina King is my hero. She could, like, when she says open the door, whatever in the trailer, I'm like, look, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Like, whatever. Like, whatever you want me to do, Regina, it looks fun. Idris Elba, Lakeith, Majors, Zaza Betts. I am all in just whenever I saw her because Leo, will back me up on this. Please see 9 Days. Please see 9 Days. It comes out the 30th of July. It's an amazing film. She was great in it. And I hope this propels her to like a million more movies, and Winston Duke too. But the score / soundtrack of the trailer, amazing. I'm all the way in. This easily went from a movie not on my radar to probably one of my top 10 movies anticipated for the entire year, just because the cast is loaded. It looks like it's going to be fun. And that's all I could ask for. It's a great trailer.
Yeah, I mean, jumping off your Zazie Beetz comment, she has so much screen presence.
Yes.
Like in 9 Days, I was floored because I only seen her as Domino in Deadpool and then in the Joker movie. So don't really know her filmography that much, but wow. Seeing her just play off of Winston Duke and how well they did, the back and forth chemistry they brought to the screen was amazing. Yeah. And very unexpected, to be honest. I didn't see that coming, but 9 Days is an absolute must see. It's totally like a one setting, very small story, but it is just honestly, it's
a banger.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like 9 out of 10 quality. Like that shit.
I think I was like I'm borderline like 9.5 out of 10 on 9 Days. It's that good. Yeah. It's so well written. Edison O'Day, it was his first full feature directing and writing, which I mean, I know that's not what we're supposed to be talking about right this second, but any way to plug that in so people get it in their ears to watch this damn movie so that it hits people's eyes. So
yeah, it's honestly incredible. And I remember seeing Edson Oda talk about it like after the movie, and he was like, he didn't even know that it was going to be well received or receiving as many awards at the Denver Film Festival that he did. And I'm like, dude, very well deserved. It's very
different, right? Yeah. We see the same stuff over and over again, rinse, recycle, repeat, no matter what franchise you look at. It's nice to watch something that isn't comic book, that's not Fast and the Furious, that's not Halloween, not like all of these franchises that we've seen 150 films of. It's nice to see something unique and different, and he brought it to the table. So, but
funny enough, it has like a ton of comic book characters and people like Zazie Beetz, Benedict Wong, like
it
really, got a lot of MCU, DCU people coming in.
That's because they're all in all those movies. That's all there is. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not booking indie movies, you're in a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's one or the other. And if you're not, then you probably don't really have a career, right?
Then you're in a DC movie.
So, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Zach Goller just reviewed The Ice Road from Netflix, and apparently not too good.
That's with Liam Neeson, right?
It's okay. Liam Neeson,
like
is it worse than The Gray? I'm just kidding.
I like The Gray.
I really like. I was thinking.
I just didn't like the ending. The ending kind of made me mad.
Kind of follows the usual Liam Neeson, you're probably gonna die trope. Like,
exactly. Liam Neeson takes on nature in this one. You know what I mean? He's taken on everything else in his life. Nature is not one. And not, I know he took on wolves and stuff like that, but this is actual nature. You know what I mean? So
Shout
Any-
out Christine Mannering.
What's
Ayo,
up?
never say die. What up?
Hey, you guys.
All right, Lo, how you feeling, man? How do they fall? 1 to 10. Where do you fall?
I did a podcast with Ryan from Suit Up Geeks, and we were really excited about this. I would say my hype level just seeing the cast was like a 10. But to Ricky's point, I kind of looked at the guy's filmography and it makes me a little nervous. So I'm dropping it down to like an 8.5. I'm still excited. I'm gonna watch it. I grew up on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Young Guns, Quick and the Dead. Like I love westerns, The Wild Bunch. But actors don't make a film. Like I don't know if you guys remember Righteous Kill with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Not a good movie. I don't know how much money they paid those two, but how do you fuck that up? So I'm gonna walk into Harder They Fall with an open mind, but I'm a little bit nervous. The director's a little bit green behind the camera, so hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed. But I love the cast: Delroy Lindo, guys, Jonathan Majors, Regina King. Like that's all you gotta say. I'm excited. So.
Hopefully this is some Edson Oda type magic or Lee Isaac Chung where it's like, yo, that first feature popping, dog. Like right out
yeah,
the
no,
oven.
it's not that it hasn't happened before. I mean, Tarantino, Spike Lee, they come burst on the scene. Ari Aster, Jordan Peele, but we'll see.
Oh man, Ari Aster. Well, have you checked out his short film? Something Strange About the
haven't
Johnson?
seen that. I heard it's crazy.
If you want like bust your head open type of crazy, which by the way, a little bit of a trigger warning. There's some really gruesome stuff that happens. So, but it's just one of those movies where you walk out and you're like, I don't think I'll A, ever see that again, but B, I never expected that from this director. Christian, man, how you feeling? Where do you fall? And the harder they fall. 1 to 10.
So this one I did watch right before the show. I'm sitting at like a solid 9 out of 10. Like I said before, like I'm a really big fan of westerns. The cast is stacked. You guys pretty much. What did he just say?
Like stop Christian's thought. Like, wait, what?
That stopped Christian in his tracks. Whoa!
Oh no, Zach.
I don't like horror all that much, but like there are some horror movies that I absolutely love. Like I'm excited for Last Night in Soho. I love Midsummer. I have the director's cut on my bench right now, but it's like anyway, that really threw me off. Sorry. But yeah, everything's been said, through the the soundtracks of the trailer, it just gets you really pumped. So it's like I'm really excited to see what this is. Like I'll probably watch this a few times over and just have a good time with it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a great time. The cast is stacked up. You guys make a good point with the director. It's a little concerning, but hey, hopefully, like, there's some magic that happens. Hopefully, the behind the camera stuff is magic, and we get a positive movie out of this, and not a first flub. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I'm saying.
No, I'm shaking my head because Zach is killing me. I don't know if you saw that follow-up comment.
Yes, I'm really.
Oh no!
Like Midsummer, like that's his best movie too. Like, sorry.
Like, don't compare it to The Wicker Man. Come on.
Right?
I gotta disagree with that. I think Hereditary is his best, but I
think Hereditary is average, but
average. All right.
I didn't really.
All right.
I've only seen it once, but I was like, what is going on?
Not into it. Man.
I mean, like, I liked it, like, but it just, I don't know. I think I like Midsummer just a little bit better. Maybe because I'm biased towards Florence Pugh. Like, he's my girl, so.
No Hereditary slander. I'm going to keep slandering it because you bashed Midsummer.
Wait, hold on.
I'm so confused.
That
He loves
Hereditary,
Hereditary, but
I was
Midsummer
like,
sucks.
what?
They're almost like 1A, 1B. I mean,
honestly, yeah. I would agree with that.
Both a vibe, and Ari Aster just gets under your skin with just tones and vibes. It's just,
yeah. Tyler actually pointed out the short film he did before the two. The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Yeah, it's a lot.
How long is it?
I think it's like maybe under 30 minutes. It's real, like it's
that's enough to scare your socks off.
Yeah, it's enough to make you like really freaking uncomfortable. Like,
yeah, because it's like, I mean, a 30-minute short film, you got to fit all that. Like, I mean, whatever he does, I don't know if I'll watch it, but like,
it's on Vimeo, bro. Available right now.
I don't know.
Definitely a choice. But guys, let's move into some releases. We had a big one this past weekend, and I think most of us might be on the same page about this one, but somebody in the stream really liked this. So, I'm glad too. But let's just talk a little bit about Fast 9. And where we rank it kind of alongside the other movies in the franchise. We actually did a live stream ranking and then we did a review, guys. So check it out on the channel. But Lo,
Oh man, why'd you go to me?
Okay. You want me to come back to you?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, Ricky. It's the bottom of the barrel for me, man. I was not having a good time. I rolled my eyes more than I laughed. I wanted to be excited, but I mean, the trailer spoiled everything, and even like the action sequences were just okay, which is usually the saving grace. Flashbacks galore. I just had so many problems with this film. I really hope Fast 10, your seatbelts does something interesting. Otherwise, I'm probably checking out, man. I don't know if I'm going to come back to this franchise. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, Fast 10, your seatbelts got to do something like real good. But I mean, they're going to have part 1, part 2. I just really, really hope Vin Diesel is completely bullshitting about the musical idea. Like, don't even go there, my man. Just don't.
I feel like he knows people will eat up anything he says at this point. I think he's fucking with us.
Oh, look, per sources, Ricky hated F9. Ooh. Hold on, Zach, we gotta get you on the stream, dog.
Zach's going off right now.
Hot takes, my man. I mean, hot, bro. Like hotter than the hottest hot. Cheetos hot. John Cena was my favorite performance in F9. Look, not judging, but like I gotta disagree, my man. I gotta take the other side on that one. I think he might have been the worst in my opinion. But Christian, you fell asleep the first time.
Yes, I did.
And now you finally saw it. So now that you've seen the whole movie, you feel a little better about it?
For those out there who don't know the story, I had a long day on Friday, working, editing, all this other stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I feel like I can go see Fast 9 to kind of like cap off my Friday night. And I was just so dog tired from like the entire day that, I kind of like passed up maybe like 30 minutes into the movie. And that was like, it wasn't all that great. And I was like, obviously like, we reviewed it on the podcast. So I was like, I need to go back and see it. Like I was going to go back and see it no matter what. Cause they usually like to watch a movie twice to like form like a full opinion. But, I didn't really like it all that much. The only thing I really did like about it was the magnets. Like I thought that was kind of cool. Like that whole sequence, like that was one thing I really did like about it, but didn't really care for the flashbacks. Vin Diesel's performance was as stiff, if not stiffer than John Cena's. John Cena can act in the right setting, but this was not it, like at all. And him being Dom's brother didn't really, it didn't do anything for me. It didn't work. And they brought in that line with like, oh, the Torettos have mixed blood. I'm like, did you just throw that in there to kind of justify why John Cena is Vin Diesel's brother, but looks nothing like him? Like the flashbacks of Dom and of Jacob and Dom were, I thought they did a good job. Like they looked like brothers, but something kind of happens in puberty. But it was, I gave it a 1 star on Letterboxd and I gave it a D on the Film Optics podcast. So I don't think I'll ever go see it. Like, I mean, if you like it, that's totally fine. I'll never knock anyone for it. But to say that, John Cena's performance was the best, that's a bit of a stretch for me by like a lot. But it's weird. It's campy. Like I like campy, but like I didn't laugh. Like the jokes, like the Harry Potter jokes and the Star Wars jokes. Sorry if you guys haven't seen it yet. Spoiler warning, I guess. But they just didn't land. They weren't very funny. They weren't very creative. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff was like borderline disrespectful, man.
It
Like,
really
I'm like,
was.
how
And they
y'all
just kept
go?
it going. I was like, can you guys just stop? Like, it's already a bad joke.
Y'all doing Master Yoda like this? Like,
Facts.
I can't, bro. I can't.
And that's
I
not even
just-
how his puppetry works. Charlize Theron, man.
Yeah, it's from up here, not from under the.
Like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
That was a lie.
Like,
I was
y'all,
like,
this ain't Sesame
okay.
Street.
But Ricky, thoughts on F9?
That was terrible, man. I hated it.
Well, there you have it.
So, look, I get what everybody's saying. My two biggest issues with the film was it's far too long. Obviously,
yes.
you know what I mean? It is far too long. It's about 20 minutes too long. And then John Cena is terrible. Just literally one of the worst acting performances I've ever seen in my entire life. It is bad. Like, he's just not believable in that role. He is. I love the flashback scenes. I love the way they tied it in of why and who, what, when, where, and how they're brothers and stuff like that. I thought that was fine. Is it a bit of a stretch? Sure. I mean, have you watched the other 8 movies or the last 4 movies of this franchise? I don't care that they stretch the terms of reality. I really don't. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't go to watch Fast and the Furious for the story. Like, the story's there. You know what I mean? I'm there to see the highlights. I'm there to see the action. I did like the magnet stuff. I thought it was fantastic. I thought that was a great use. It's one of their smarter things they've done in the franchise, I think. I loved it. I did. And I think my biggest reason why I loved it is because I saw it in a packed theater where a bunch of people, and I saw one of the people that they test, it's not to respect the audience's intelligence. The thing about it is I don't think they're trying to go for that. The people that went and saw Fast and the Furious went and saw it because they love the family, right? You know what I mean? Even Vin came back and said, like, this movie's made for these people that have invested, and we've all invested our time in it. And I know, you know, Leo, and I know we all love it in certain aspects of the movies, the films and stuff like that over time. But for me, I love it just because it is what it is. I thought I laughed. I thought it was good. I do hope that between now and 10 and 11, I don't think it's going to happen. I really would love to see The Rock come back. John Cena was casted to spite The Rock. We all understand that. He's that wrestler. He was that guy that was the next big Rock in wrestling. But it's just, if you don't, like, I watched Black Widow. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you watch certain action films and it's okay for them to stretch your imagination, then it should be okay for them to stretch your imagination in these types of films as well. Is it absurd? Yes. Are they over the top? Yes. Are they stupid? Yes. Are they fun? For me, I had a blast. And that's all, you know, and I know a lot of people didn't. Where does it rank amongst the franchise? Top 5, maybe 5 or 6. It's for me, it's way better than Tokyo Drift.
What? No. No.
Tokyo Drift is the worst movie in this. It's the worst movie in this franchise by far. It was nice to see Lucas, whatever his name is. He was actually surprisingly decent in this movie. Little Bow Wow's now Big Bow Wow, so that was interesting. But
Pudgy Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky, can I ask you a question, though?
Yes.
Because I was a fan of Shang Kung even before Tokyo Drift. How do you feel about how they brought him back, though?
Oh, it was stupid. Or no. Okay.
Like, they just didn't explain it at all. Like, they just, oh, whatever, he's
It
back.
was a magic trick. Magic.
Honda. I was like, oh.
I didn't hate that either, though. I
Come
didn't.
on. Like, you know, they brought him back just to get the butts in the seats. That's what they
And
did.
like, I feel like
No,
he
they didn't.
really-
I mean, Han doesn't put butts in the seats. I mean, I'm sorry,
well,
he does.
Yeah, I guess, but
He does
I just
not.
Like, he didn't even do anything either. Like,
And
why bring him back? Like,
Why is he
I
alive?
think fans of the
No,
franchise.
did you watch the after credit? That's why I
Yeah.
bring him back. That's why I bring him back. I feel like Han's going to be the vocal. I honestly, I saw a theory, and I thought it would be amazing if Han ended up being the bad guy. I think it would be fucking brilliant. I would. Sorry if I don't mean to cuss, but I think it would brilliant if he would be a villain. I think it would be great. I think it would be unsuspected. I think you're expecting him and Statham to kind of go at it, right? Because he killed him, right? You know what I mean? He killed him. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would be great if he was the villain, because I think it would be one of those crazy off the wall ones that we wouldn't see coming type of scenarios. And you'd believe it because he's a badass.
Like
If
Jason Todd? Kind of? I don't know. I mean,
from Titans, Jason Todd, or just
no, we're
from
not
the
talking about
comics?
that Jason Todd. Forget that
okay.
Jason Todd.
I was gonna say,
The real Jason Todd.
But I hope they go full blown Cypher as the bad guy. I think she's easily been the best like villain we've seen of this franchise since probably The Rock, which it's weird calling him the villain, even though he was the antagonist in, you know, Fast Five. I did a draft the other night and I was like, who do you draft at the antagonist? I said The Rock in Fast Five. Should you be rooting against you know, the family? Technically yes, because they always break laws, you know what I mean, but it's the family, you know what I mean? So it's like, and this is Brazil, so you know what I mean.
Drink Coronas, it's all good.
This is Brazil. Oh, such a good scene.
Just give me a Hobson shot too. Just throw everything else out. Or if they do continue, because I think Fast 10 is supposed to be part 1 and 2. I'm not very excited for that. I don't know. I actually don't know if I'm going to go see that. If they bring back The Rock and Jason Statham,
well, we know Statham's coming back. I mean, you already know that. So,
but like the Rock needs to come back. Like
I don't think he's going to. I genuinely don't believe we'll see him back.
I don't think he will either. But I'm just hoping. If he does, I'll be there.
No, The Rock, you're thinking?
I don't think he'll be back.
I'm hoping he does come back. Ricky doesn't think he will.
I don't think so in the main franchise, but I think Hobbs and Shaw too.
Oh, help. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. I mean, like in the main franchise.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
hoping.
probably not. I mean,
can we get Vanessa Kirby in Fast 10?
Please.
Why wasn't Dave Bautista in this movie besides John Cena? Would have been maybe a little bit more believable, but he's like, I think he's taller than Vin Diesel. I don't know. I don't know.
I love Vin Diesel still has not lost a fight because it's in his contract. So.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You know that, right? But that's the thing. It's in his, Statham, and The Rock's contract. That's why you never really see any of them lose a fight because they're not allowed. So, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. But
right, how can you contractually have plot armor? My
well, it's like what Ryan Johnson said with Apple products. It's like anyone who isn't the villain like has an Apple product. Like anyone who like owns an Apple product in a movie can never be the bad guy.
Yep.
What?
It's weird. Yeah, like he said it like right after Knives Out came out. I was like, oh well, look out for cell phone products.
Nobody in the world that's bad has an Apple product.
I mean, Apple's great, y'all. Just saying. So.
It is.
Hey, speaking to Luke's comment, though, I almost walked out at that Cardi B part. That shit pissed me off.
God.
It didn't piss me off, but
I can't stand her. So. Sorry.
If it wasn't for you, Dom, I'd still be running gasoline in the DR.
Got him.
So bad. And then she gives him the bag, and she's like, "Look in there. There's a map in there." And I'm like, "Oh my god,
why are you talking so loud? Why are you yelling at us? He's right in front of you." Like,
she kind of reminds me of like Beyonce. Like I like her music. I love Beyonce's music.
Whoa. Whoa!
I mean, not like every day, but like, I mean, I'll throw on a Cardi B song
Dream
every now and
Girls? Like,
wait a minute.
Hold on.
No. I'm saying that like when like I'm not saying like talking. It's just when they like speak out of like script, because like when Cardi B was talking, it was like she was just being herself, which is fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like Beyonce's the same.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. I can't roll with you on that one.
It's all good. I just don't really like the way that usually like Beyonce like talks, like just on like a normal day-to-day basis. Like Dreamgirls, absolutely, like she was like, I liked her in that, but like just in general, I was just like, I generally just don't like to hear it. I'd rather hear her sing. Like, I'm sorry.
Cadillac Records, obsessed. Like,
I'm sorry.
Hey, is it just me, or did Cardi B seem like too happy to be there? Like, she's like, I'm in a movie, y'all.
Right, exactly.
She didn't seem that happy.
Oh God, this is real.
Honestly, and by the way, I loved Helen Mirren being in this movie. I love it's in her filmography now. She looks like she's having the time of her life, which makes it even better.
She's like,
you know
hi, Mom.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. That was my favorite character of the movie. Was Helen Mirren.
Oh, really? Okay,
absolutely.
I want the whole family in the next one, though. The entire, including Vanessa Kirby, please.
Yes,
That would be
and
nice.
still bring back the Tokyo Drift crew, like get them integrated into like the main family at this point.
And
Yeah,
leave
Bring
John
everybody
Cena in the
back.
dumpster.
Luke Evans is amazing.
Oh yeah,
Top-tier
bring back
villain.
the other
Yeah,
Shaw.
Yeah, man, he's part of the Shaw family. You got to.
Yeah, bring back.
Break him
Owen.
out. You know, isn't he in jail? Right? He's in jail.
I would
think
assume
so.
so.
I
Yeah,
think
he
He
was,
disappears on the plane. We never see him again.
no, he was in a hospital bed in the next one. Remember?
No, in Fate, he helped Shaw
Oh,
get
that's
the plane.
right. That's right.
And then we
Yeah.
never see him again.
Yeah.
he got to be coming back then.
Well, I mean,
It's like,
even with
okay.
Paul Walker's character, like they keep teasing that
Bring
he's
back
like,
Gal Gadot too
alive in
already.
this.
Damn it! Everybody, nobody dies.
Well, I actually like what they're doing with Paul Walker because I feel like it would be a little bit over the top if he just said, "Oh, Brian died" or something. Like
I
kinda
wish
am
that
like,
I wish Mia would stay home. I wish she was gone. And I
Oh.
say that only I'm saying that because it makes zero sense to say that and I'll say this as elegantly as I can, but what kind of man would let their wife go fight a battle knowing she's going to potentially die while he stays at home with the kids?
well, I mean, it's
And
like
if you remember, like he was very pro, I want to get back in the mix of things in 6 or 7.
I
It's
think he
been
was
a
like
while.
6. He was like, I
He
really
was
want to
like-
get back in.
Right.
Hmm.
So you're telling me that same Brian's like, yeah, I'll chill at home on the couch with the kids?
Well, I mean, I don't mind that because Paul's death. Like, I mean, there's really no way to integrate him back into the story.
No, I'm talking about if you leave me at home, just say they're with their family now, right? That's leave them alone.
Well, if you don't include Mia, then it's kind of like, okay, Dom has a brother, but Mia doesn't know. Like,
Oh, that
you
for
kinda
sure. She had to come back. No, for
Yeah,
sure.
I
I
see
get
what you're
that.
saying.
I get that
Yeah,
100%. I get that part 100%. I feel like that to me it bothers me in a way that I just feel like he wouldn't be at home. Like that's the only downside. Maybe they should have factored that in the story before they let John Cena come in too, because godly.
Honestly.
I mean, our guy
And-
Jack, he is rolling on that John Cena's train.
I mean, anybody's character's named Jacob and it's spelled with a K, please kill me. Like, come on. Like
Jacob.
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 Star Wars jokes were awful, so is the Star Wars franchise. So let's go. Let's move on.
Whoa!
Fast franchise greater than Star Wars franchise every day of the week, guys. Let's go. Well, guys, this is a great show. What's next on the agenda?
Let's move on, please.
We're going to go to
I
fast
didn't realize
one.
everybody left. That was great.
We're going to go to fast one now. So we're going to talk about Vin Diesel. No,
Yeah, I mean, like
awesome.
with Paul
full
Walker's character,
fledged.
I don't know. I'm weird on Paul Walker's character.
There's the Dominic Toretto pop vinyl.
I can't believe they made
What are the
that.
props?
I want that so bad. But I agree with what James was saying.
After the show, give me your address. I'll send you one. I
for
found
sure.
them. Yeah.
Appreciate that. I agree with what James was saying, though. Chris Morgan does need to come back because I think that the charm and the writing was from Chris Morgan. Like, honestly, the jokes. Man, I love Tej and Roman in these movies. Love those two. I think they're funny. I think they have some of the best friendship dynamic in the whole franchise. I was not laughing this movie.
I was not.
Roman
Literally,
was
everyone
dropping
else in my
jokes.
theater was like, "Oh, that's so funny." I was like,
Yeah, and I was like,
But that's the thing. Like, that's my biggest thing when I take away from these movies is like people laughed at the jokes. People don't watch the trailers because whenever Han was on the screen, my 75% of my theater went ape shit. Like they went ape. Like what?
Really?
He's back? I'm like, this trailer has played for like a year and a half, guys. Like, where have you
That
been?
is true.
Like,
maybe it should have never came out.
but
But
damn.
I could say the same thing about Black Widow, but
wow,
here we are.
You know what, Zach?
smoke.
There's your segue. You know what I mean?
That's a good segue. But Zach was over here saying the movie is ludicrous, much like John Cena's.
Luda. Sorry, I just had to drop that.
Yeah, I always got to drop that. Well, yeah, that was a good segue. If you know, it's up to you, Leo.
Yeah, we can segue right into Black Widow, but Luke Ponto saying F9 is one of the biggest letdowns of the year.
Man, Vin
Frank C.
Diesel hyped this
Graham.
movie up so much.
Sorry, that was In the Heights. That was the biggest letdown for me.
Oh my God.
Oh, no,
Okay,
no, 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 no.
let's-
Hold on, rewind. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is my biggest letdown of the year. I love it.
You know, I can accept that over in the
I
Heights.
can accept
I
that.
can accept
Okay,
that.
there you go.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my list of films that I was really disappointed in this year. So
Having seen In the
Marcel was
Heights
like,
10
"Whew,
times,
that was
I
a
just
close
can't.
one."
Can't handle the
Coming to
slander.
America, that's another one that was really disappointing for me.
I didn't
I
see
thought it
that
was
one.
just.
yet.
I thought it was just. It should have been rated R. By the way, I don't understand.
Yeah, the PG-13 constraints really.
There's a
hurt
lot
that
of
movie
movies
a
that should have
lot.
been rated R.
So.
Really hurt that movie. But let's
Mhm.
talk about Black Widow. I want to go to you first, Lo, because I want to see on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're feeling about Black Widow. Are you anticipating it? We will be extremely spoilers. Like we won't no spoilers. Like we're not dropping any spoilers, but just let us know like how you're feeling, how much you're anticipating the movie.
What is wrong with Zach? Sorry.
Uh-oh,
You're good. I saw that, Ricky.
I'm sorry. He's killing me over here, man.
Now that threw me off too. But you know what? Going into this week, my hype was really low. Like I could have gave two shits about Black Widow. It was just delayed and delayed and delayed, and I just didn't know where it fit in the grander story. We've actually talked about this, Leo. I didn't see its purpose. Like, what is its purpose other than, okay, this is ScarJo's send-off? But you know, some of the critic reviews kind of got me turning my head a little bit. Your review, Leo, got me a little bit excited because you and me do kind of have a similar demographic with some of the films we like. So I love Florence Pugh. I'll say it. I love Florence Pugh. I think David Harbour is a really entertaining actor. Rachel Weisz is great. So I think on the strength of the cast, I mean, I'm obviously going to watch it, but my hype meter is like maybe like a 6. It was simmering at a 4, like a low boil, you know, but that's not even a boil. That's like when the bubbles start popping up. But
A simmer.
yeah, I was like, what's the freaking word? Simmer. But yeah, it was a little low simmer. But right now I'm at a mild boil. We'll see. I'll watch it. It's not like I'm not going to watch it. So.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, I got to say, Lo, you're right. We have similar tastes, man. So honestly, bro, like, I think you're going to like it more than how you're feeling right now because
that's good.
I went in the exact same way, kind of just like, well, whatever. I will say my anticipation really dialed up when I heard that MCU thing because it was kind of like, oh my God, haven't seen an MCU movie since Spider-Man Far From Home. And it was just kind of bringing back these feelings of like, oh my God, like I haven't seen an MCU movie in a year and a half. Damn near 2 years, damn near. It's been 2 years.
Do you think that creates a bias or no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God, we haven't seen an MCU movie in 2 years. You know, is that happening right now? Like,
I will sit here and say that I'm at an 8.5 right now, and I'm like, if I rewatch it, I might be at like an 8.
Okay,
like it probably just because of like you were just saying, man. There's a little bit of bias there just from not seeing an MCU for so long. Like, and of course, we had WandaVision, which, you know, in my opinion, was a masterpiece. Then we had the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then we have Loki, and we're still getting the Marvel. But there's just something about those movies, man, that are just like crack, y'all. Like I'm gonna just sit up here and say,
Marvel's cinematic universe, right? So I mean, these films are meant for cinema. So
yeah, man. I mean, so good. We got a hot take here from Zach Goller. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is better than WandaVision. Well, you know what? Look, like I can understand where you're coming from. I'll say that. I'm WandaVision over Falcon, but if Falcon, I'm curious to see what would have happened with Falcon had they not had to jumble their storyline due to COVID.
And Spider-Man would have showed up.
That would have
been. He should have showed up in New York.
Well, it was in talks.
That would have been awesome.
And then Kevin Feige said no. I'm like, well, it makes sense. Like, why would he not be there? Like, at least for like maybe like a small little cameo or something. Like, you know, help him out one little thing, not the entire. I'm just saying, would it made it a lot better, but you know, it is what it is. So, all right, I'm done.
No, I hear it, bro. Shout out Rosa's Reviews. What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. But Loretto, I think you'll like it a lot. Honestly, even Marvel bias aside, I think you're gonna enjoy it. There's hints of a little bit of hints of like Bond films, Somebody was saying Terminator 2 earlier. I was like, okay,
I
that's
did
too
not
far,
see that
dude.
one. And
I'm like, T2, that's a little too much, but it definitely has a little bit of hints of Bond. It's very 90s action thriller to it. It's awesome. Like I had a good time.
If Florence Pugh is as good as you say she is, I'll probably have a good time.
She is amazing.
She always delivers. Always delivers.
She's a freaking scene stealer. She's a scene stealer, man. Like, oh man, so good, so good. Just knows how to demand the presence of that camera. She's funny. She's got some good quits in this movie. I know the accent can be a little weird, but I was good with it. But Ricky, man,
oh, life.
I gotta hear this.
What did you think?
Right. So if you are a Florence Pugh fan, you're gonna love it because she is brilliant in this thing. I hate using this person's name, but whenever she's tweeted it out, it made sense after watching. But Grace Rudolph, I think she's a quack. But she made a point saying that MCU has themselves a new star. Obviously, outside of MCU, Pugh she's a massive star, right? She's a great actress. We know of her, but they have an absolute star on their hands right now. And this is a phenomenal casting. She is literally the only reason this movie, and David Harbour is pretty fun in it too. She's the only reason this movie's not as bad as Captain Marvel. Like, she's the only reason. I feel bad for Natasha because like we finally get the movie Black Widow, and to be honest with you, this is Florence Pugh's film. Like, this is it. Like, and for more intense purposes, once you watch it, you'll understand a lot of that. And I'm not going to spoil obviously into that. Yes, definitely what Rosa said. Stay for that post-credit scene because it is one of the best, probably the best part of the movie. The best post-credit scene I think we've seen from. I'd say it's probably the top 3. The first 30 minutes of this film is probably some of my favorite 30 minutes of any Marvel movie. And then the second act is a disaster. So, I mean, the third act isn't much better. The CGI looks like a hunk of garbage in the third act. And I wish I saw it on the big screen. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think maybe I would be a little bit happier, maybe. But I mean, I gave it a C+. I mean, I thought it was just okay. Like I said, Florence, if it wasn't for her, this movie's awful.
I can agree with you in terms of the post credit that this is definitely I think it might be the best post credit so far. To be honest,
James's point right there. That CGI in that final fight is awful.
Ooh, buddy. And James, did you see it in the theater? Because I wonder how this is gonna look like. Huge screen IMAX. Like I'm gonna definitely go back and watch on the biggest screen possible because I want to see how it,
do that, everybody. Please do that. I don't mean to interrupt, but please do that. If you are a critic and you get movies for free, still support these freaking movies, please. Like, everybody sees a lot of these movies, and I'm not saying everybody has enough money to go out and do that, but if you have like a Regal pass or AMC pass or whatever, go support these movies. You know what I mean? I understand Black Widow doesn't need our money. You know what I mean? But, you know.
It does.
Well, maybe it does.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to watch the movie without a giant watermark with my name plastered in the middle of the screen.
Hey, to your point though, Ricky, like even the HBO Max stuff we can get for free. If it's something I want to see, I've been going to the theater. Like,
yeah,
I've been trying to support cinema, so I'm with you, man.
I did that with In the Heights. I had no In the Heights I don't care about the film as a whole. I don't care, like, not talking about the film. I'm talking about like me. I went and paid to see it. I could have stayed at home. I would have been perfectly fine seeing it at home, but I was like, no, I want to pay to see this because I want to support films like this. I did the same thing with, I mean, The Conjuring is a different story, but I did the same thing with Conjuring. Any movie, I regretted seeing that. No, I didn't see that in theaters. Yes, I did. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything.
Spiral.
HBO Max.
Yeah, Spiral. I watched Spiral in theaters. We've got, and some of these movies may not, like Fast 9 really didn't need any of our money because the audiences were going to go see it. But support indie movies, support these smaller movies, but also support Black Widow because I would love to see more female-led superhero movies, period. Mm-hmm. This movie's about 5 years too late, too, so.
I can agree there. I mean, we got to step outside of just the Wonder Womans. Like, we got to get some more female-led films. Captain Marvel's cool. You know, I really didn't love that movie, but I will say, like, these female characters need movies, man. Like,
Seriously.
this is way too long coming with Black Widow. I mean, Iron Man 2 is when she came into the MCU.
Exactly.
And it's like,
20
really,
some movies
back,
ago.
Yeah, we're looking back 10 plus years ago, and it's like, wow, this is such a cool character. I remember seeing her on screen for the first time. I was like, wow, what a cool, like, secret agent, hand-to-hand combatant character that's just like super, like, kicks so much ass. And it's taken this long to get a movie, this long. I mean, let's be real, guys. They could have, forget Captain Marvel, we could have just put that in this spot.
Yeah.
We could have had Captain Marvel come out now, and we could have had Black Widow
Captain
come out
Marvel
back
come out after Endgame, honestly. To
Absolutely.
I mean, like, it's not my favorite, but Captain Marvel, but yeah.
It looks like the CGI is still bad on the big screen, which I can agree. The CGI, yeah, but like, man, the hand-to-hand combat, especially, I agree. The first 20 so minutes pretty strong, but man, I really like when Marvel does like that. That's what I like about the Captain America movies. Like, none of the superpower characters, the characters that just have to use their fists and go toe to toe with enemies. I love seeing that combat. It is so good. Yeah. And just the amazing stunts that come out of that, aka Civil War, like they're some of the most unstoppable stunts in the MCU, like just incredible. And we've all seen Daredevil, so we know how well Marvel can do, like, hand to hand without any extraterrestrial. But yeah. I mean, Black Widow, I agree with Ricky. See it in theaters. Check it out in theaters. You know, if you can afford, give it a shot. Definitely, absolutely. It's coming out on Disney Plus, so there's that option as well for some who may feel it's still a little unsafe to go to the movie theater. But hey, if you can, check it out in the theater. The score is incredible, so I'm sure in any theater scenario,
the cover of that Nirvana, I forget the name of the song.
Loved Smells Like Teen Spirit in the beginning. Loved that.
That was great.
Fantastic cover. Right?
We kind of spoiling.
Oh,
let's get off
that.
I'm a music guy, so that's gonna hit home with me.
Yeah, we gotta drop that. But Lo, you'll love it. I mean, you'll have picked up on it as soon as it started playing. Like, I was like, oh shit. But yeah, good music selection in the movie. Per usual with Marvel.
And you know, I don't know if it's going to be an overcorrection, but I feel like the MCU is kind of getting the idea, because the Marvels, I'm super stoked for. Mm-hmm. Combining Monica Rambeau with Miss Marvel and with Brie Larson, I think that's going to be great.
And bringing on Nia DaCosta to direct that as well, I think was an excellent choice, because in my opinion, that's what I think about Captain Marvel is poor direction. I mean, Brie Larson's been in some great roles. Seeing her kind of like in this kind of brick wall, because I know Carol Danvers in the comics is very stern, by the book, very hard ass, but like, put some Brie in it, not the cheese. Like,
yeah, she's really Larson charming
in there. Yeah, she's super charming and super funny and quirky and odd in her own little way. It's like, put those little bits and pieces into this character. Like, she kind of just really tried a little too hard, I thought. And it's like, yo, a good director can be like, hey, I need some Brie Larson. Like, give me that. Give me some more of this recipe. But all right, guys, let's move on to our final story here.
Wait. I wanted to give my
my bad, bro. Sorry.
That's all good. Well, I'll just read what I posted on Twitter. I just said I thought it fits, or for Black Widow, that it fits perfectly between the events of Civil War and Infinity War. You know, the cast is great. Florence Pugh definitely steals the show. I think it definitely brings a better understanding of Natasha's past while kind of establishing future MCU products. I mean, we've heard it, like, you know, 5 years too late. Yeah. But like, it's still a good movie. Like, is it like the perfect, like, best Marvel movie out there? No, but I'm sitting at like a B plus, like 8.5 right now. I'm definitely going to go watch it again in theaters because, you know, like we've already said, you know, definitely go see these movies in theaters, like, especially if you are a critic, like Ricky said. Like, yeah, it's nice that, you know, we get the option to watch that home without, like, you know, paying that extra $30 like for Disney Plus, but like you could probably spend a little bit less money and go see it again on the big screen, because that's what I'm doing next Thursday. So yeah, it was a great ride. Great ride. I mean, Rachel Weisz was great, and so was I really liked David Harbour's character as well. So
Man,
it was good. It was good stuff.
he's so good. Like, to be
Yeah.
honest, besides Hellboy, I pretty much like seeing him in just about everything. Like, I'm just like, dude, David Harbour's here, awesome.
Yeah, like the
Harper.
movie had like a emotional tone. Like it really made you feel for these characters. It wasn't Captain Marvel. Like I didn't really feel for anyone during Captain Marvel. But like for this, like I actually felt like a sense of family, a sense of like belonging, you know, where these characters have been and like whatnot. So definitely check it out, Marcellus. It's good. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, it's super enjoyable. And man, speaking of Captain Marvel, poor Jude Law. He had like a stint there where it was just like, what else? That second Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts.
Don't remind
And then
me.
he was in the rhythm section. I was just like, man, what a great actor that's just getting waste after waste, man.
I mean, like you have like these movies where like there's really good actors in it, like that new like Robin Hood movie with like Taron Egerton and Jamie Foxx. You would think that would be amazing because like they're both great actors. I was so excited for that. I've been pretty disappointed. I was excited because they were in it, but then I saw it and I was like, this is terrible. Like, what happened?
Looked like King Arthur all over again, bro. And I was
Hey,
like, I'm good.
There's another example. Like actors don't make the movie. It's
Yep.
gotta execute right.
Like we both know they're great actors, but like that script in there, I was like, wow, this is bad. And I got my name from a Robin Hood movie too. So
Oh shit.
yeah.
All right, let's move into our last topic, guys. Just quick little news bite here. We saw that Aquaman 2, Knives Out 2, and John Wick 4 have all begun filming. Are there any of you guys are particularly really excited for? I know John Wick 4. Honestly, all three of these, I'm like out of my seat for, to be honest. I know some don't like Aquaman, the first one, but I can't wait, bro. Woo.
Aquaman has like one more chance to like wow me. So I'm definitely gonna go see Aquaman 2. I think I'm more excited for John Wick 4 and especially Knives Out 2 because I love the first Knives Out. So I'm excited for all three, but if I had to rank them, probably Knives Out 2 as number 1, then John Wick 4, and then Aquaman 2.
Good call. Oh yeah, I think I'm actually the same as you, my man. Yep, John Wick 4 definitely up top. Whoo, man, I can't wait for that for John Wick, awesome. Bro.
It's gonna be sweet.
Put Donnie Yen in it, I'm there, man. I'm there. Lo, how you feeling about these three?
So if I had to rank it, I'd probably go Knives Out 2, Aquaman, then John Wick. I was late to the John Wick party. I love Donnie Yen too, but I love what Rian Johnson did with the first Knives Out. And this cast is just stacking and stacking. Catherine Hahn, Bautista, Leslie Odom. Like it's just building and building. And I'm just like, yo, what is this movie going to be? Because the first one was so much fun. And the first one also had an excellent cast. I think Rian Johnson is onto something. I think these kind of like mystery murder thrillers is something that caters to his style way more than Star Wars ever could. So I'm excited for Rian Johnson. So
yeah, and we got Ethan Hawke today confirmed for Knives Out too.
It's gonna be amazing.
That guy's awesome. Edward Norton too.
Yeah. Oh, I think you froze.
Me?
Oh no! Oh, you were freezing on my side. No, you're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I was like, everybody's froze, y'all. Ricky, how you feeling about this trio of films we have here?
Yeah, Knives Out. I'm super excited about. That cast is insane. I love Leslie Odom Jr. I want to see him in literally everything, especially after his amazing performance in One Night in Miami. He was so good as Sam Cooke. I still think that he should have won the Oscar, but that's neither here nor there. Sorry, Daniel Kaluuya, you were amazing, but he killed Sam Cooke, and it just was amazing. This cast is loaded from top to bottom. I feel like this is the type of role that I love to see Bautista in. I don't feel personally like Bautista can lead a film. I think he is good as a supporting player, a really good supporting player. But I mean, you can't go wrong with this cast. Again, this franchise, this whatever, it's going to be a franchise, I guess you could say, especially we're getting at least 3, probably more. I'm pissed it's coming out on Netflix. I am really, 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 really pissed that they overpaid for the franchise. Very happy for Ren Johnson because he's getting a lot of bread. But if it's going to be really sad if we don't get to see these movies in theaters, because I think seeing this, I saw this in a packed theater and the first one, and it was so good because of every moment that we had of Daniel Craig, Chris Evans. You know, you had all of these people. You were laughing. It was a whole cut up. John Wick 4, I am on cloud 9. That's, to me, is a 5,000 out of 10. I love this franchise. I would watch 500 John Wicks because I love Keanu Reeves. I think it's just Keanu Reeves. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to say anything else other than it's Keanu Reeves. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love the additions to their cast as well. They've added some pretty awesome names to that cast. And Aquaman, I could give 2 shits less about. So, the first one, it's literally the worst comic book movie of all time. Not of all time, of the last 15 whatever. The only thing that has been equally as bad as first Aquaman was Captain Marvel.
I don't know, man. We got X-Men Origins Wolverine out here saying something.
95% of the X-Men movies suck, so I really don't count those. You know what I mean? First Class was top tier, and then the rest of them were just.
You didn't like Days?
Days of Future Past. Hold on.
Nice.
Days of Future Past. X1, X2.
It was okay.
They were okay.
I didn't like Apocalypse though. That was. Yeah.
They're okay. You know what I mean? But
guys, I've only seen the first John Wick. Am I missing out?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god.
Woo! John Wick.
I will talk about
3.
Logan and Deadpool. Fantastic.
Especially 3.
I see Zach in the comments.
Especially
I love Logan.
3?
Deadpool 2 is better than 1. So I calm down, Zach. Stop yelling at me, Zach. Hey, the reason Deadpool 2 is better is because it actually had a villain.
I was gonna say Zach is hyped right now.
I know. Deadpool, Logan.
He's going off.
Logan's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. I mean,
I agree
it
with
is.
that, actually.
It is.
I'm just mad we didn't get 10 movies like that of Wolverine. Instead of we got him in a mundane franchise that was just whatever. So, but back to the topic. Knives Out 2. I'm super stoked for John Wick 4. Through the moon.
Didn't they announce someone else besides Donnie Yen? I forgot who it was. It was hype.
Was it Skarsgård?
Yes, Skarsgård.
Yep. I feel like there's someone else too.
No, there was an action star or something. I can't put my nose on it.
Lawrence Fishburne's back.
Hiroyuki Sanada?
Yeah. Hell yeah. That guy's awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude. He was in the Wolverine. Speaking,
I love that the director. I love the directors of these movies. These are the only movies he's directed. These are the only ones. John Wick 1, 2, 3, and now 4 are the only ones in his filmography that he's actually directed. And it's but I love that though, because awesome. When movies stick to directors, it makes the franchises better. You know what I mean? It really, really does.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Did he direct all 4? He did all.
He directed. Yeah, he's directed 1, 2, and 3.
He directed all.
For some reason, I thought somebody different came in for 2. But yeah, no, he did.
He's got 13 directing projects upcoming.
Chad Stahelski.
Right, he's attached to he's attached to a million things. He's attached to Highlander too.
I think David Leitch, whatever, helped co-direct the first one, right?
David Leitch.
The second one.
I think the fight choreographer for John Wick.
Yeah, he got an uncredited. He got an uncredited directorial for the first one.
Yeah, I think he was kind of helping him out. I think.
Yeah,
that's
but his background is his. But the cool thing about him too is his background's in stunts. The director is he did all the stunts on Deadpool 2. He did all the stunts for the Hunger Games,
Civil
Wolverine, Expendables.
Did he do it for Birds of Prey, or was that someone else? I thought it was
somebody else. Somebody else.
Didn't he have a hand in Civil War? I don't know.
I think they were for the John Wick
I think
team,
he had a hand in Civil War, so I'm sure probably includes stunts.
Civil War is so good. God.
Oh my God. Well, I'm telling you, Lo, John Wick is a hell of a franchise, bro.
Do it.
It is.
We're all
so
agreeing
late
here.
to that party.
We're all agreeing here, so we're on to something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You won't be disappointed.
Ooh, Bob Odenkirk for Knives Out 3?
I'd love to see that.
because a lot of people would think it's either him, Catherine Hahn.
Dude, if Florence Pugh comes in Knives Out, I'm done.
I don't.
I'm
think
like,
she's-
that's it. Perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
She's too big of a star for me for those movies. I think
She'll be in one.
If you
one
look
day.
at if you look at all the actors in the movie, like I'm not saying none of these, like none of them are really
Janelle
A.
Monáe, Kate Hudson.
They're like
Yeah.
all B+ stars. None of them are like A stars. You know what I mean?
Daniel Craig, motherfucking.
well, I'm not. I'm talking about the new cast.
And Tony
Oh,
Collette.
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say the
like,
first
hold
one
on
had
now.
Jamie
Oh,
Lee
the
Curtis
second
and
one,
Tony
okay.
Collette.
I mean,
Ethan Hawke?
I wouldn't consider
He's
Tony
being
Collette
okay.
A star though. I wouldn't consider A star.
I mean, I would put Jamie Lee Curtis in like A-. A.
Oh yeah, she's up there for sure.
Is she going to be in the next one?
Well, I think
I
it's a
don't-
completely different cast.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
different cast.
Right,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
altogether.
That's what I'm saying. But if you look at it, I
new
mean,
mystery, know everything. Yeah.
you have a lot of really good actors, but I'm just saying, like, none of these guys are out there, selling movies.
His foghorn, leghorn, Kentucky Fried accent is
So
phenomenal.
good. And then the donut speech, exactly. See,
That was
Batista's a B+,
so
but
great.
yes.
I love
I
that.
think
donut.
Makes no
saying that
damn
in
sense.
shock. Like, wait, Batista's a B+.
Yes,
Yeah, Zach?
B+.
I'd say he's like a solid B. Like
Yeah,
he was good in the Army of the Dead,
no,
but like
he was not.
no, I'm not saying he was
I
like
will
the
die
best.
on that. I will die on that fence. That movie's not.
I thought
good.
he was okay.
Yeah, I liked him in Army of the Dead.
I liked it. I just thought the film was a little too long for what
It's
it
Zack
was.
Snyder. What do you expect?
It's 40 minutes too long, just like a Zack
It's
Snyder
a
movie.
zombie movie. How long can you make a zombie movie though? Like
Way long.
Harvey
I
Weinstein
thought that was
movie,
fun.
yes. I like the next comment. That one's a home run right there. Holy shit!
Jordan?
Ooh, that would be
Ooh,
spicy.
Javier
Javier
Bardem. Woo!
I'll tell you
Yes,
what.
please.
Look, I don't want to throw this out here, but the perfect person for Knives Out would be Vin Diesel. So I'm just throwing it out there.
no.
I'm kidding when I say that. I am genuinely-
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
genuinely-
no. So let's see. We got Ed Norton, Janelle Monáe, Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr., Kay Hudson, Jessica Henwick, Ethan Hawke. I don't think this is right with the Jada Pinkett. I think they debunked that today.
Oh, did they?
It was
Okay.
it was Janelle Monáe in a
Hey
in a
Ricky,
picture,
if
and
they
thought it was
set
her.
the next Knives Out in Brazil, sure.
in
that's a
Brazil.
welcome-
We're on to
that's a
something,
welcome
baby.
addition.
We're on to something, baby. I love it. Let's do it.
Didn't
mean,
they want to do like a Transformers, like Fast and Furious
No,
crossover?
nobody wants. Roman, look, Tyrese is out here just trying to make money. You know what I mean? I can't blame the guy. He's like, put him all, because he was in both, obviously. He's been in both. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The Transformers. And
Has
I
he-
mean, I would be out here too. If I'm just like one of the, he is obviously an important part of the family, but I would be out here too. Let's do Jurassic Park. Let's do Transformers. Let's merge with Star Wars. Let's merge with all of this franchises just so we can keep going. So I keep on getting this check. You know what I mean? Like I would be.
Hell
Has
yeah.
he been in anything else besides the Fast franchise in a while? I can't remember.
When he was
Baby
younger,
Boy.
he had a little bit of roles like Baby Boy and stuff like that.
So
Four Brothers. You guys remember the Four Brothers with Mark
Yeah, I
Wahlberg?
forgot
and-
about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Andre
Love that
3K?
Right.
Love that movie.
Yeah, John Singleton was on to something there.
So let me share this real quick. This is big screen leaks on Twitter. They were the ones who reported earlier that it's Jada Pinkett Smith, and I'm like, dude, that's a picture of Janelle Monáe.
No,
Is that why
there
they
was
said
I
it?
think Film Updates tweeted a picture of Jada, but I don't know if
They
it's been.
they tweeted like a picture of Jada not on the
That
set.
does
but
not
I'm
look like Jada.
yeah,
not even
she
at
wasn't on
all.
set.
Correct.
No, she
Exactly.
I'm like,
Yeah,
this
that's
is definitely
That
Janelle,
tweet's
bro.
up?
Yeah,
Is that tweet
that's
still up?
Yeah, it's still on.
Yeah.
What is this account called? Big Screen Leaks, and I was like,
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
this
Don't
ain't
blame him.
right.
Bro.
That
Yeah,
don't look like Jada. What?
not
Not
at
even
all.
close.
No, that looks like Janelle Monáe.
So this isn't coming to theaters at all,
No.
or would it be in like select theaters?
No,
like
I
I
don't think
hope they
so.
do like the run that they did with the Irishman and play it in theaters for a little while.
I think the only thing that they might do is if they're going to try to make it like an awards player. If they make it an awards player, then I believe that we have that's actually a good one too, David Schwimmer.
Speaking
no,
of
no.
Netflix, yeah, it's Spielberg finally caving into Netflix.
But I think if they make it an awards player, then we could see it in Knives Out. Then we could see Knives Out in theater. But other than that, no, I don't like it's.
Oh man.
Didn't Spielberg say that like Netflix movies shouldn't be nominated, and now he has like a huge deal?
Hey,
With-
money talks, bro. Money talks.
It does, but
You could pay me to say just about anything. You know what I mean? I got a price. You know what I mean?
If Ricky got enough money, he just trashes the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Right.
I mean, money talks. Money talks.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I
don't
mean-
tell me you wouldn't do the same.
Oh my gosh.
we got the
Luke
high
Ponto
ball.
saying Ryan Gosling.
No,
I'm a,
too big of
I'm
a
I'm
star.
gonna say a hot take here. I think he is so boring. But you know, like
Oh,
I like him in
Hmm.
what is that one? He's in Drive, and then that's
La La Land?
also the second Blade Runner 2049.
Oh yeah. He was good. in
Rest
that.
of his shit kind of.
Have you seen The Nice Guys?
La La
Yeah,
Land?
he's
You didn't like
alright.
La La Land?
That movie's awesome. He's hilarious. Yeah,
Nice
I
Guys
like
is
him in La
good.
La Land.
I didn't like La La Land. Not a big Gosling guy, I guess.
Honestly, I mean, I know Emma Stone's too big for it, but like, I would like to see her in Knives Out.
Mm-mm,
No,
I can see it.
mm-mm.
She's
I,
too
I,
big of a
I
player,
like
too.
both of them. So
she's very charismatic. I think she can pull it off.
yeah.
She's on Cruella, y'all. She's got a contract here. I'm sure they got her
Yeah.
signed up for 3 movies. At
She's
this
gonna be
point.
making.
Hey, I'll
Cruella
take
for, like,
I'll
the
take
next 10
3 of
years.
those. Those fucking Cruella. That Cruella is amazing. So
Soundtrack is
Ryan as
it's
Reed Richards.
insane.
That soundtrack
So
was
good.
on point.
Oh,
Let's
so
every
say.
good.
single time a song played, I was like, yes.
People
got me in the
complained
mood.
about the needle drops, and I'm like, bro, keep
Why?
them coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Such a well acted movie too. That's what made it good.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Frank. Not a
How
big
do you-
range
I
on
disagree
Gosling.
with that 100%. Like I will wholeheartedly say that I disagree that he doesn't have range, because if you watch, and I understand you don't have to like him, but to discredit his range, his filmography from Drive to La La Land to Nice Guys, that's 3 totally different characters, like massively different characters.
And you want to know what he's like in both a good chunk of them films?
You passed my test, girl.
Drive is a banger, man.
I love him in
And
Drive.
and
I love
you know
Drive.
what? And First Man too. First Man, he's
I
fucking
like
great in
First
First
Man.
Man. Like, so don't.
After I
like,
saw
oh.
Brad Astra, I was like, I can't see First Man. I can't go through
First
that.
Man came out first.
Oh, did it? Yeah,
Wait.
that's right. It did. It did. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
Man made me
Crazy
go-
Stupid Love was good too.
Yes,
First Man
and that-
made
with
me
a
fall
Steve Carell.
asleep.
First, I like Brad Pitt, but I was like, dude, yeah.
Well, you and I were having a great conversation, brother. I love you down there, man. Just want to throw that out there.
Bad
We're having
Astra.
our own podcast. down
Brad
there.
Astra.
Ad Astra was a great movie. So
Bad Astra.
Wait, what do you say?
I said Bad Astra
hey, Jack
or
Nicholson.
Brad Astra.
I'd love to see Jack Nicholson Nicholson in Knives Out. That'd be
Knives
pretty
Out.
fun.
That'd be
Yeah.
tight.
We get Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves in Knives Out.
No.
Especially if like Nicholson kind of plays like, oh, I'm the killer, like
Yeah.
kind of like teases people.
Like that arrogant old man type thing where he's like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be
You're
badass.
like, I think it's him, but it can't be because it's too obvious. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
They pair him with Ana de Armas again. So it's like she always
She
gets linked
comes
with the
back.
old guy.
That's right.
Put her in anything, I'm there, dog. That's all I'm
She's
gonna
so
say.
beautiful.
Dude,
Ah,
seriously.
whew.
Well, now she's coming up in Bond, which it seems like that's taking forever to come out. So
Are you guys
hopefully
excited
that's-
for that? Do we have like any Bond fans in the house?
Yes.
Yeah,
I am.
I'm pretty
yeah.
excited,
I think
especially the
Daniel
Craig
Craig is
ones.
Craig is the best Bond. Sorry for those at home; they're going to yell at me for that.
I have to watch. I haven't really watched a lot of his films. I'm just not a big like spy thriller usually, but like I did like Black Widow, but I mean that's Marvel. But yeah, like even Mission Impossible, I've never really gotten into, or Jason Bourne.
You can skip Jason
Mission
Bourne, dog.
Impossible is so good.
I liked. I saw Mission Impossible Fallout. I thought that was pretty cool. But
1, 5, and 6 of Mission Impossible are spectacular.
What
The
this
rest-
guy said. Second and the third one was.
Oof.
yeah, I'll have to watch. I mean, I'm definitely probably gonna watch the new James Bond. but-
See, like that's the thing. Like I like to rewatch. Like I did, obviously, the Fast and the Furious movies. I don't know if anybody realized that if they followed me on Twitter. I rewatched all those. Shockingly enough, I
Bless
just
your
finished.
heart, dude.
I just finished all the Purge movies this week. I rewatched all the Purges, And I'm gonna like I'm trying to think of what's next. I think I'll do all Craig's Bonds, and then I'll do all the Mission Impossibles before they come out too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not a bad idea to just go back over them because honestly, I was looking through The Purge and guys, I thought the first Purge was the first movie.
you tweeted that out. I was like, if you think that the wording of the Fast and the Furious are bad, how do you have a movie, The Purge, The Purge Anarchy, The First Purge, and if somebody just went and looked at them without seeing the dates, it's like The First Purge. Oh, I'm going to put that one on first. Like, I mean, technically, it's chronologically correct. Yeah. It's chronologically correct. You're supposed to watch it first, but.
So I thought that was the first movie, and I was like, oh shit. And then I looked up The Purge, and I like watched probably about 20 minutes of it today, and I was like, dude, I haven't seen this one.
You know what? I don't watch The Purge. Go on Hulu and watch The Binge.
I don't like the first Purge as much as the other ones.
Like, well, when you say the first Purge, you mean like?
I'm sorry. I don't like the Purge.
I was confused. I'm like, wait, which was he talking about? You know what?
My rankings is Anarchy, Election Year, the first Purge, and then the Purge.
God, I forgot how many of those there were.
And there's 2 seasons of a TV show. There's 2 seasons of a TV show too.
Is there?
Yeah, I didn't know about the TV show.
Yeah,
it's like the Kingsman and the Kingsman, and then Suicide Squad and
the
Suicide
first
Squad.
Kingsman sucks, so I really don't care about the second one. So
what? Oh, I love the Kingsman.
Wait, hold on. The first one with the church scene.
I mean, that's probably the best part of the movie, but I mean, outside of that, I hated it. I loathed that movie. I have zero. I'll see the second because I watch everything. I literally, it doesn't matter what it is. I hated it. I hated it with a passion.
Man, man.
The Purge series needs to stop. Oh, I mean, 2 seasons.
Purge the Purge series. Like, seriously, just get rid of that shit. All right, guys, let's go around. Let us know where we can find you. And then also what's coming up on your channel or, on your website. Let us know what's coming up. I'll start with you, Lo.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at Marcellus Durden, as well as this suit of Geeks. We have a brand new Loki review coming out tomorrow, a Bad Batch review on Friday. You can catch those weekly as each episode comes out. Thank you guys for having me. It's always a pleasure, Christian and Leo. I love GG and Friends. It's always a great time. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for coming through, my friend. Always a good time having you. All right, Ricky, where can we find you and what's coming up?
You can find me on Twitter at Ricky Valera _. I just dropped my more recent Black Widow review. I've got a lot of content. I write more than I care to even admit sometimes. You can find some other of my content on hiddenremote.com, a fan section of Fansided. That's about it. Obviously, you can check out the Music City Drive-In. We film that every Sunday live. And I think that's all I got to plug for today. I don't remember everything that I'm in. Just follow me on Twitter. You'll see my stuff. So,
hey, man, bro. I didn't know you were on Hidden Remote. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I like the fan-sided cluster of sites. They've got
I also didn't know you married Florence Pugh, so that's news.
Hey, well,
cat's out of the bag.
Color me jealous, sir. Christian, man, where can we find you? What's coming up?
All right, you can find me over my personal Twitter over at Music City Nerd, and you can follow our film podcast that is Film Optics with an X over on Twitter and Instagram. We just dropped our Fast 9 review a few days ago, so definitely check that out. We also have our Loki episode 4 review dropping on this Wednesday or Thursday, depending on the schedule. And we also have a review of season 1 of Sweet Tooth dropping on Friday. So that's more or less what we're working on right now. But, of course, Black Widow. Our review will be dropping on the day of release on Friday, even though we just weren't really able to fit it in our schedule, mainly because Devin refuses to watch the screener and he just wants to watch it on the big screen. And honestly, who could blame him?
Yeah, especially with this occasion, man, it's hard. Yeah. With Black Widow, first MCU back,
exactly.
I forgot to plug one thing. I'm contractually obligated by Amazon. Please watch the Tomorrow War on Friday. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, I got a screener waiting, and I don't know if I'm too excited.
Didn't even bother.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll keep my thoughts for you off the air. So
But guys, definitely be sure to come on back to Geekly Goods if it's your first time. Be sure to hit that big red subscribe button for videos on the latest in movies, TV, anime, and a little sprinkle of gaming in there as well, you guys. Now, we've got Loki coming up. Shoot, that's coming up right after the episode, y'all. So 3 a.m., you can expect that reaction coming out. Superman and Lois will be out the next morning as well. Got the Purge, or the Forever Purge is what this one's called. Geez, they're horrible with the names, but just a quick announcement for GG and Friends. We will be switching to every other Tuesday for a little while just to kind of catch our breaths a little bit. But definitely tune in the next couple of Tuesdays, guys, and we will be back. And we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.